It's an evening in mid-2022. I'm sitting on my desk looking at this app called Social Blade. It shows you a graph of the views that other channels got over the course of a month. And I'm happy because I'm actually getting more views than the channels that I've always looked up to because my channel has recently blown up. And this really fuels my ego. I think things like, why don't they just add this to their thumbnail or make this type of thumbnail? Why don't they just make this type of video? They'd get so many more views that way. I almost felt superior to them in a way. I had this massive ego about it. But it doesn't even cross my mind that maybe this isn't by accident. Maybe they're intentionally getting less views. It was really ironic because just 2 weeks before this, I had just posted my most viewed video ever, which had 3 million views, and yet still I was worried about getting another viral video next month because I wanted to pay the bills and make ends meet. Yet all of these people that got less views, they were making a lot more money than me. Fast forward a year though, and my views go down. I'm now getting between 100,000 and 300,000 views per video, yet my income has gone up exponentially. Fast forward another year and now I'm also making videos on this channel, but the views aren't even comparable. I'm getting 500 views on the average video right now. Yet I'm making more money on this channel at 500 views per video than the other channel when I got 1 million views on some of my videos. And that is when I finally realized that views have little to no correlation to the amount of money you make. But that begs the question, what does make a difference? Before we start, my name is Brian and I help you quit the 9-to-5 and turn your hobby into a business. I made this channel for ambitious people that don't want to work a job and want to be their own boss. So if you resonate with that, subscribe to the channel. Getting a lot of views is something that I still give advice on this channel. And don't get me wrong, those videos are still very useful, especially if you combine it with the advice I'm going to give in this video. But I think that notion that views are everything came from watching a lot of entertainment channels growing up. All the gaming YouTubers I watched, some of them got like 100,000 views per video and they made like multiple videos per week, yet in their videos they said they were still struggling to make ends meet. So views are not what you need, but what you do need is a product to sell. Without a product, you are at the mercy of the YouTube algorithm, which means you're basically gonna have to start making hyper-edited, expensive Mr. Beast videos just to get as many views as you can so you can get AdSense. That only attracts people that watch YouTube videos. They're very unlikely to buy anything from you. When you have a product though, everything changes because all of a sudden, instead of relying on views for money, you're relying on the amount of sales you get for money. Back when I'd only rely on AdSense for money, I had to get as many views as possible per video to survive. And some videos paid me up to $4,000-$5,000 per video, but those videos came rarely. I couldn't get that many views all the time, so it was a constant hamster wheel. I was chasing these viral videos so that I could pay my bills. Yet a year later, when I was making my product and when my product was out, which is my Steam game, I'd often get about $300 in AdSense on a video, maybe $500 if it was a higher viewed video. Yet that $500 AdSense video probably led to about $20,000, $30,000 in sales for my game. At first, when you make a product on YouTube, you're still going to want to try and get more views because naturally, if you get more eyes on your video, that means more eyes on your product. And yes, it does lead to more sales, but not in the way you think. Because if you make a video that gets 100 times the amount of views that you normally get, that might only lead to 2 times more sales, when it should really lead to much more than that. Intuitively, it makes no sense, but it's because you've just diluted your audience. You've basically tried to attract anyone and everyone to your video, and basically none of those people are potential buyers. The fastest way to go full-time on YouTube is to find something you want to sell, that you enjoy selling. For example, you might want to teach people guitar, you might enjoy selling your art, something that you'd enjoy fulfilling and making money from. And then make videos for the specific type of person that would buy that product. The people I mentor that I help quit their 9-to-5 and make a full-time income through their hobby, they start getting sales at like 50 to 100 views per video. All of a sudden, it doesn't seem that unrealistic anymore, does it? Meanwhile, there's YouTubers still struggling to make ends meet at 1 million views, just like I did in the past. Let's take guitar as an example. You love playing guitar and you've chosen teaching people to play guitar, becoming a guitar coach as your way of making money, because that's what you want to do. So your goal with your YouTube channel is to get more people to sign up to your guitar coaching. Now let's say you make a video called "This guitar tip will change the way you do your guitar solos forever." And let's say it gets 500 views. That 500 view video might get you 2 or 3 new clients. But if you then made a video that's more in tune to the YouTube algorithm to get views, something like playing my favorite song backwards in this stupid like cabbage tuning or something, and that video say got 100,000 views, you'd be lucky to get 1 client from that video. Sometimes it's better to put off the wrong people from watching and clicking on your video than it is to attract everyone, because putting off the wrong people attracts the right people. Especially if you start something higher ticket, like $100 per sale, for example. Anything more than that, it's going to take a lot less than you think to go full time. The life that you want, making money online and not having to go to your job, is a lot closer than you think it is, as long as you don't fall into the trap with the YouTube algorithm. Because honestly, once you get the numbers and they're from the wrong people, you realize that you didn't really want them anyway. Obviously, the best scenario is to get the numbers, but to get them from the right people, and that's what you should optimize for from the start. So if you've watched some of my videos in the past that tell you how to make a viral video, that advice still applies, but make sure that viral video is targeted towards your perfect buyer. If you want my full system for turning your hobby into a business, I'm making a course that's coming out relatively soon, but it's not out quite just yet. You can join the waiting list for it in the description. See you next video.